to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Red 80. Mike, 55. Check, 55. 80. Man, I got you. Check safety. Red 80. Slam.
Here we go.
Check 25.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Ready. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak. Check. Kill. Switch.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. Crunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Henry. I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Switch gears, switch gears. The lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Red 80. Mike 55, Mike 55. Red 80. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Darnold from the gun, rolling to his right. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check the backer, check the backer. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
To throw is King. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Howell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down as the Bears push further out in front. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. First and 10, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And they give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on first down. Rivers. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got one. Yo, 80, 26. Back. And 80. You go tight.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Check. Hot route. Hot. Watch the edge. Hatchet.
Now they try the right side here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, Zoo. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Oh, lady. Man, 80.
Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a quick slant gets exactly 10. And by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, check, check. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, hey, watch it. Watch it. Check 9. Check 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, Charlie. Man, 80. Sponge. No. Out. 61. Matchbox lights. Red 80. Hey, Foxtrot.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
He's crashing. Red 80. Hey, check 24. Watch 20.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, lady. 54, go, lady. Check. Watch 54. Come on.
Here's Darnold. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go. Do it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Danny. Watch the twist.
back to him on first down. And an alley to run. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards on the ground. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Whip, whip, go. Watch the whip. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get him, get him, get him.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. King trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And they work this out past the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. On first down, Darnold. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Darnold on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll make it third down. Darnold to throw again, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Check, 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 check. Check your hot read.
On fourth down, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now King, operating from the gun. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Hester. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Let's go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Darnold. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Red 80 to Mike.
On first down, it's Darnold. Finding Knox there, complete. 23 yards on the play. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A first down throw, Darnold. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Kill. Check 50. Check 50.
To the air again, Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now, how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. D-line, get that quarterback. Here we go.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Check.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.